Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for letting me share my campaign with you all. I'm sorry that we are not able to do a live forum, but still grateful to be able to speak with you all virtually. My name is Hanzo. I'm running for a seat on the San Francisco City College Board of Trustees, and I'm running because it was access to education that changed my family's life. I immigrated to the United States when I was 6 years old. My mom, who's a college professor herself, grew up poor in the city of Lanzhou in Gansu, China, and she was the first in her family to go to college. And it was on a whim that she applied to a graduate program here in the States, got in, and because of that, my dad and I and my two grandparents were able to come to this country. The first couple of years, the five of us shared a one-bedroom apartment. My parents took the bedroom, my grandparents and I shared the living room, and like a lot of immigrant families here in San Francisco, it was my grandparents who took care of me while my dad worked to pay the rent and my mom focused on her degree. I spent my entire education in the public school system. I still remember the first day of school. My mom taught me two words, bathroom and hello, put me on the bus and sent me on my way. So I owe where I am today to our public schools. And since graduating from college, I've dedicated my career to working with API students and families, and really working to bridge the gap between Black, Brown, and API communities. My first job was at Asian Law Caucus, where I worked to bring services to low-income API seniors, undocumented youths, as well as incarcerated immigrants. And as executive director of the San Francisco Democratic Party, I staffed the committee to develop a Black agenda. And currently in City Hall as an aide for Supervisor Haney, I've been working to make sure that students and families are connected to city services, especially during this pandemic. City College has always been a place where people turn to in times like this. It's particularly important for working class and immigrant communities, and it has to be there for those who have been hit hardest by the shutdown, by this virus. I think, Viz Valley, I do not get to work with the community during my day job, but we, in District 6, have very similar communities that are underserved, that have a lot of public housing. We have a lot of immigrant families. I know in Viz Valley there's a huge number of API Chinese families there. And it's a part of the city that continually gets neglected. It doesn't get adequate public transportation. We're seeing empty commercial corridors. And I think City College can play a huge role in helping to bring services to that community and revitalizing that community. I will work, especially with the Southeast campus and the other campuses to make sure that there's accessibility for Viz Valley residents post-pandemic. And I want to make sure that, as much as City College is going to be a central part of the city's recovery, it is a central part of Visitation Valley as it recovers from this pandemic. Thank you.